Hello, good morning. Welcome, everyone. It's Sunday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:58. And it's all about IELTS exam. So, guys, welcome. We'll discuss today about the writing techniques. Hmm. And if you're interested to join, you are more than welcome. I've shared the joining link. You have to click on it. And I offer free 2 lessons from every class. So possibly we can get the opportunity to join freely. Okay. So I'll wait a while, unless my subscribers here, so that we can start discussing this uh, chart or bar diagram. Okay, guys, say I'm back. Okay, so if you remember that it's just a demonstration how you can develop your writing in academic writing task 1. So it says the female school leavers going into higher education in 1980 and 2015. The 5 major countries like the US, the UK, Australia, South Korea, and France. And before that, I'd like to show you a video about IELTS academic writing. So guys, I'm going to share a video from the British Council regarding writing technique, coherence and cohesion.
So you have decided to take the IELTS exam. Congratulations. Success starts with IELTS. Here we look at the criteria of coherence and cohesion. This is one of 4 criteria on which your writing will be assessed. Look for our other 3 criteria videos. Coherence refers to the flow of your writing. Your ideas should be logically organized and appropriately sequenced into paragraphs so they are easy to understand and follow. Cohesion refers to linking words that help you connect ideas and show the relationship between paragraphs, sentences, or parts of sentences. So this criteria looks at how a writing test answer is organized and how to link information and ideas. Here is one simple way to sequence ideas for effective coherence for this Task 2 essay. For example, the threat of nuclear weapons maintains world peace. Nuclear power provides cheap and clean energy. The benefits of nuclear technology far outweigh the disadvantages. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Introduction. Paraphrase question and include your opinion. Body paragraphs. Arguments for nuclear technology. Body paragraphs. Against nuclear technology. Conclusion. Paraphrase your opinion. Plan your essay like this before you start writing. It's important to use paragraphs. These give structure to a piece of writing. Think of paragraphs as a signpost, telling whoever reads your work where your ideas are going and when you are moving on to a different point. Since paragraphs are used to explain your argument in stages, express one idea or set of ideas in each paragraph. A good way to start a paragraph is with a short, simple sentence that introduces the main idea of the paragraph. Teachers often call this a topic sentence. In the remainder of the paragraph, provide explanations, evidence, examples, or personal experiences to build on and extend that idea. Connect and show the relationship between your paragraphs and sentences by using a wide range of linking words or phrases appropriately. See our accompanying download for different examples. They are usually these types: introducing ideas, adding similar ideas, contrasting ideas, giving examples or evidence, explaining results, sequencing, providing explanations, sharing your experience, drawing conclusions, introducing your opinions. Linking can be done in a variety of other ways. For instance, through referencing by using pronouns. Firstly, I'm very happy to receive this award. Additionally, I would like to thank my colleagues. Without them, I I wouldn't be standing here accepting this. And also using substitution. Famous people deserve a private life, but celebrities also sell newspapers. As you practice writing essays, review your writing and circle the different linking devices. Then, think about how you could use different words to avoid repetition. Don't overuse linking words or phrases, however. This becomes irritating for the reader. The key in using linking words is appropriacy. Ask yourself, is this necessary and does it match the content that follows? For more information, please see our other writing test videos: task achievement, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy.
Hello, Orhan. Thank you very much for the subscription. So next feature is,
so you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Good for you. It's the test for study, work, and life. The IELTS writing test is divided into 2 tasks. The first task differs depending on the module you are taking. There are 2 IELTS modules. The IELTS academic module is generally taken by anyone intending to pursue higher education studies in an English-speaking institute or country. The IELTS general training module is generally taken for immigration or employment purposes. Here, we look at the criteria of task response for writing task 1 and task achievement for writing task 2. These represent one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. These criteria focus on the degree to which the exam question has been answered properly. In the academic module, there is a writing task of at least 150 words where you should summarize, describe, or explain a table, graph, or diagram. You might be expected to make comparisons too. Successfully negotiating this academic task 1 means you will need to identify all the key features in the diagram. You might lose marks if important details are left out. Provide sufficient detail for a meaningful explanation, not too much detail, not too little. Ensure accuracy when referring to data or describing trends or processes. It's important to write a clear overview. This means summarizing the most significant trends or features from the data or information in the diagram. This is not simply an introduction to the topic. That's a common mistake. Here's an example of identifying significant trends. Looking at this graph, we would say, from the graph, it is apparent that participation of both men and women in full-time employment has increased over this time period. However, while the numbers of women are generally increasing, the numbers of men in part-time employment are fluctuating. In a question requesting a process description, the overview might identify the key stages in the process. For instance, how many stages there are and what each are, briefly. In the general training module, there is a letter writing task of at least 150 words. In this task, explain the reason for the letter. Include all the points mentioned in the question, and use a consistent and appropriate tone. In both modules, Task 2 is a short essay task of at least 250 words. You are expected to present your opinion on a specific topic, supporting your ideas with evidence. Task 2 contributes more to your overall writing mark than Task 1. To master Task 2, you will need to respond completely to all parts of the question. Develop and support your ideas. Don't just mention them in a single sentence and move on to the next idea. Add explanations, examples, or experience. Ensure your opinion is clear in your answer. Make sure you underline key words in the exam question. Identify how many parts there are to the question, and make sure you do everything you are asked to do. Before you write, plan your ideas, though keep them relevant. Then group and sequence them. Spending 2 to 3 minutes doing this can save you time when you are writing. Follow the recommended timings for each task and meet minimum word counts. For more information, please see the other writing test videos: Coherence and Cohesion, Lexical Resource, and Grammatical Range and Accuracy.
Okay, guys, let's move on. As you can see, in the introduction part, we need to explain the topic of this feature or the writing item. So how we can do that? Remember, there will be question for each and every task one of academic part of IELTS exam, and after that you need to write an overview. Overview is the trend of the information that you have been given by the chart. Okay, so it will be better for you to have a look few seconds what you're going to write. We call it brainstorm. Let me check the sound. So, can you hear me, guys? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, sound is perfect. All right. So, as you can see, the first headline of this topic is female school leavers going into higher education. And in left hand side, which we call x-axis, there is percentage: 0%, 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 is the highest here. Okay, and the bottom horizontal line, which is y-axis, you can see the 5 major countries: UK, US, Australia, South Korea, and France. And then there are 2 bar charts. One of them is blue, another one is, you can say, orange color, maybe. The blue indicates 1980 and the orange indicates 2015. Remember that this is a sample writing only for EU, which I've done. So important feature that's been noted: 2 days, 2 years, female school leavers, country, percentage. See, you have to just identify these things first. Then we go to the introduction part, and if you remember, introduction is nothing but paraphrase the topic. And as a excuse me, as a part of IELTS writing, we do not use first person. We use either third person or passive voice. So we are going to write like this. This bar chart explains, okay? Or if it is a third person, it will be described or explained. It could be written in different ways. It will be explained or described. Okay, I'm sure you know that how you can write a passive sentence or passive voice. Sometimes it is called in many Asian countries. And obviously, the other ways to write it, this bar chart depicts, shows, explains. We have written already. Illustrates, describes, indicates, etc. Uh, Please bear in mind that these are only the sample writing. You need to choose only one. Okay, and it's important for you that which ones or which expression should be suitable or related to that topic. Okay, so let's move on. By the way, dear viewers, if you're interested to join, see the shared link, click on it, and possibly you might be able to get 2 free lessons. Or if you're interested to subscribe by Arman, you're more than welcome. You can use this code Team Blue to get discount. However, if you're interested to hop on, you're more than welcome. Hello might charge you some money, but this hop on button is only observed through the web accounts. But if you're watching from a mobile, you'll see 2 messages comes there. 2 messages are there. One of them subscribe to participate. On the right hand side, there is a video cam symbol, which is small video camera. You have to click on it. If you click on it, then you can join these live streams now. That's very easy. And I believe that Hello will charge in both of the cases. Okay, so let's move to the introduction part. Now, as a disclaimer, this is what I'm writing. Your writing may be different. This chart explains the comparison of female uh, school leavers or female students going for higher studies in the 5 major countries like the UK, USA, Australia, South Korea, and France in 1980 and 2015. So we have to write an overview. If you remember, overview is the trend, what the chart is trying to say.
Not D. So that's yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Okay. Would anyone like to change an answer? Okay. Yes. Why don't you guys help out the speakers? Come on.
Okay, so in the overview section, we have to just say a few words, at least with 1 to 2 sentences. This chart explains the trends of female school leavers going into higher education, where Australia had the highest trend in both of the years, but in South Korea had the lowest percentage. So in another word, you can see then in Australia in 2015 and 1980, they had the highest trend to go to higher education. But in South Korea, it was just half and double. So, that is the most amazing trend here. But it is growing from 1980 to 2015. So you can see that. So that's the overview. That's the introduction. Now we go to the overview. Yeah. On how to write the overview. So how to write an overview. If you remember in the video we saw earlier, it said overview is the trend or the message of the chart. As you might be aware, this chart is growing. Okay, from 1980 to 2015, it is growing upward. That means it is increasing. So in the overview section, you can write like that. The rise of the education, female students' education. Be specific. Where Korea had, actually South Korea, not Korea, where Korea was South Korea, lowest increase, and Australia So this chart shows the rise of the female students' education, where South Korea had the lowest increase and Australia had the highest increase in both of the in 1980 and 2015. Okay, we have to also remember timing is a factor in IELTS exam. That is really a limitation, and you need to be hurry up to write all these things. And obviously, your writing style is the secondary factor to develop your writing. Because if you don't know how to write these words properly, correctly, grammatically, it will really affect your score. So I suggest that in that case, you need to have a thorough studies before you sit for the exam. Do not take the exam being whimsical or out of blue. Practice at least 3 months. Okay, so that is a good habit for you to develop writing and also the other features of IELTS exam. Okay, so after that we go to the body part. So remember, in writing there is introduction, body and conclusions. For every academic writing, these are the three main parts, as well as if you want to write a letter or an application in general task section, it follows the same pattern. And also in the task 2, which is essay writing, and both academic and general, they've got similarities of this essay. So it should be 3 parts. Okay. So in the body part, you have to describe at least 2 ideas, at least 2 ideas, and separate paragraphs. So, and how to choose these ideas? That is the challenging part. You have to go back to the chart again. Now we think how we are going to choose. Obviously, we have to describe an overview part. Once again, I'm going back. Oh, 5. And actually, in overview, you can write in comparison. We do not need to mention the name of the country. 5 major countries. Okay, so we can understand from this chart that South Korea had almost doubled the education rate in 2015 over the period of 25 years, where Australia had the same 60%, and other countries had almost same 60% in 2015, and UK and USA had almost same in 1980, and France has almost same in 1980 and 2015. So that is the overall view or overview of this writing. So I've just given a sample, guys. Remember, once again, and disclaimer, this is my writing. Your writing would be different. So in the body paragraph 1, I've just written, it is understandable and comparable from the provided data that in 1980 had the lowest female skill leavers who went higher studies were from South Korea, whereas the higher students were from Australia, then France, USA, and the UK. And the UK. Okay. And this is the body of the writing, and paragraph 1. Paragraph 2. So what do you say in paragraph 2? Look at the most significant trends. Consider relevant tenses. When you're explaining what is the significant trends or what are the trends here, don't describe every detail, rush answers, ignoring instruction, copy yours from the topic. Okay. Don't describe every detail. Don't rush answers, ignoring instructions. Don't copy yours from the topic. Do not use too many linking words. Okay, and by the way, we're going to show some linking words today. Okay, this class finished in 5 minutes. All right. I'm trying to find out the linking words. Okay. So these are the examples of some link words. For listing and order, we always start like this. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, whatever, fourthly, fifthly, lastly, last but not least, finally, ultimately. Okay, and if you want to add information, then we can use in addition, additionally, furthermore, moreover, also, not only but also, as well as long as. When we are giving examples, we use for examples, one clear example, for instance, such as, namely, to illustrate, for illustration, in another word, in other words, for results and consequences, as a result, consequently, therefore, thus, hence, so, for this reason, which is why, highlighting and stressing. I think we must stop sharing here now because I've got less than a minute. So, dear viewers, thank you very much once again for joining me. If you're interested to participate this class, and the students who have subscribed to this class, you should join. Remember that once you miss the class wouldn't be repeated. However, all of my classes are recorded and saved in Facebook as well as YouTube channel and also Hallo account. If you'd like to watch them, need to visit there and follow those accounts. And my YouTube channel information is in my profile, which is English with RahatAli. Thank you very much, guys, once again for being here and for your support. Hope to see you soon. You take care and bye.